Namaskaram to everybody. Today we are going to see God's third commandment to mankind to fulfill their duties, the macro family, to release their entire karmas and attain mukti, and to build a developed India and a peaceful world. In this, at the charter point number 9, we have started discussing on the election reformation for good people's governance by the elected government. This we have seen already 3 points. The fourth point is the first 3 points is one nation, one election, ensuring 100% voting through mobile voting and mobile van voting. And third is to fix penalty for non-voting. So they have to ensure 100% voting. And only when 100% voting is ensured by all the educated, everybody should vote. When the educated people vote today, majority of educated people are not voting. Only those people who are taking money as bribe, they are voting maximum. And the fact of the election day is poll taking is taking place by the political parties, and ultimately the candidates selected are only those folks who are involved in corrupt practices. So if all the elected educated people go and vote fully, after knowing the credentials of the people, then we can get a right candidate as our representative to do good for the people. That's why 100% voting should be ensured. That is the first. And now, how to reduce the election expenditure? First point is one nation election. Second is they spend more for election campaigning. So that's thing how we have to avoid how we can campaigning is essential. But in this campaigning, how we can reduce the expenditure, this we see now. This election commission should ensure common platform for election canvassing. So each political party they independently conduct election campaigning in different modes. But here, election commission itself should take the responsibility to arrange for a common election canvassing platform. How it is being done? During election, each political party candidates and their star campaigners go for canvassing in each constituency and conduct public meetings. In these meetings, general public do not hear their speeches because they are worried with their own personal official works, and they don't have time to hear because by the time they reach home, it is still very, very late. So they won't have time to hear all their speeches because only the political workers, sit and hear. To show large gathering for these meetings, each party local heads are given money by their respective candidates standing for election and also by the respective political party to mobilize local women self-help group people to attend these roadshows and meetings by holding the party flags. These self-help group women go and attend all political party meetings. Today they will attend one political party, tomorrow they attend because they will get money for their attending the meetings. They are not concerned with which political party. They only want money. Whoever pays money, they go and hold their flags. So, but when the videos are taken, it shows large gathering of people coming and attending the meetings just to make a show. This huge amount is spent for election campaigning. So, for arranging this fake crowd, they are spending crores. To avoid this cost of canvassing by the candidates of various political parties or the star campaigners, Election Commission should fix a common platform in some public auditorium in each constituency where all the candidates be invited to present their credentials and their election manifesto, and a public participation and public debate with each candidate be arranged. The entire proceedings of this common platform canvassing be telecasted live through all news channels and TV channels and posted in YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, telephone, link, and other social media platforms, and also through all newspapers for the public to view and decide about the right candidate to whom they can vote. Thereafter, these recorded version of their speeches during common platform election campaign be replayed in all news channels also on all social media platforms for the people to view at their convenient time, to know the credentials of each candidate and to decide to whom to vote. Election Commission should ban roadshows and campaign by candidates and their political party workers in large groups and avoid conducting public meetings in public places, as these are great disturbance to the general public who are not at all concerned in attending these public meetings. And this only create traffic problems. This is by banning these campaigning and banning these public meetings. It gives opportunity to save huge amount of which the candidates can spend for their party workers who come for canvassing and arranging canvassing. Especially they spend money in arranging food for them, alcohol for them for their participation. Hence, Election Commission by introducing the single platform campaign and telecast through TV channels, newspapers and social media will not only give wider coverage of the candidate's campaign, but also save lakhs of crores spending for the cost of canvassing by candidates and their political parties. As the spending for election is reduced, people can confidently now ask them if they involve in corruption. Because now they don't have time, money, they don't need to spend any money for campaigning. Election Commission itself is doing everything for them. So since the expenditure is brought to nil, they should not involve in corruption. If they involve, people have got right to question. And to give more right for the people to question, one more thing is, in future, what we do, we people, we should spend money to to elect our own representative. In democratic India, this people election fund should be created. Fifth point. People rule the country. In democratic India, the MPs, MLAs, MLCs are elected by the people to represent them in Parliament, Assembly, and Legislative Council respectively, to get the people's voice to the government, to get the legitimate rights and social welfare benefits. Presently, for getting elected as people's representative, the political parties and their candidates are spending lakhs of crores. This is people take bribe from them to vote. If we people do like this, what right we have to question them for their corruption? Morally and ethically, it is neither election commission nor the political party should spend money for electing our representatives. It is the duty of people of India to spend our money to elect our representative. For this, government should form a separate election fund where all people living in India and abroad having right to vote should be made to contribute a minimum of 100 rupees or any higher amount. All corporate and business people should also contribute to the election fund. Government should give 100% tax exemption for contribution to this election fund, just like National Relief Fund. So by which all people should contribute, corporates, individuals, everybody should contribute for this election fund. This election fund should be used for conducting the election by the Election Commission. Government should use the election fund for conducting and also spend this fund for electing, election canvassing for the candidates standing for election for various political parties. This canvassing I told you, at each place we should have common election platform. Government should form a separate election fund committee comprised of election commission officials and one person each from public, NGO, retired judge, retired officers from defense, police, and a representative from media. Government should open a separate bank account for people to deposit into this election fund account. This election fund account should be operated jointly by the members of election fund committee. This committee will periodically publish the details of total fund collected and the amount spent for election. This is to ensure transparency in utilization of election fund. While conducting elections, if there is any shortfall in funds in the election fund, then the government can contribute to meet the shortfall. Thus, the introduction of this election fund will enable the people to spend directly for electing their representative as MP, MLA, MLCs, without the election commission nor the candidates standing for election to spend any amount from their pockets. Spiritually, this will enable people who have got right to vote to fulfill their duties to macro family, the nation, in electing their representative with their own money that will release their karmas. So they are fulfilling their duties with their own money. They are electing their candidates. Unlike presently, where we are not spending any money, rather we are taking bribe from them to vote. By taking bribe, we are accumulating bad karma. By spending money to elect our candidate, we are releasing our karmas. Socially and ethically, they can question. We people can question the elected MPs, MLAs. Now, the people standing for election. No, if we introduce this concept, there is no gambling at all because none of the candidates, whether ruling party or opposition, but nobody is going to spend any money. The people are going to spend money. So hence, since they are not spending any money, we people are spending money for electing these candidates. We have got the right to question the electors of MLAs, MPs, MR if they involve in corrupt practices and punish them for their misdeeds by raising the complaint to Election Commission and also to right to recall for their fraudulent tax penny. So what are the transparency reporting they should do that we will see later. This is to ensure the spending by the political parties and election commission should be brought to nil. When that is happening, we can avoid corruption. And if still the political party is involved in corruption, then they got right to question them because we are spending our money to elect them. So this is the site of election information that we have to bring. There are three more information points which you have to discuss in election commission that will follow in next video.